Muy buenas tardes. Soy embajador de México en Finlandia. Mi nombre es Ernesto Céspedes. We're here at the premises of the Embassy of Mexico in Helsinki, Finland, with Carlos Marroquín, Artistic Director of Cinemaissí Festival. Welcome. We're also as well with Samuel Kishi and Martha Reyes. Samuel is the director, and Martha Reyes, an actress of movie Los Lobos. Cinemaissí has a long-standing presence in Finland, presenting Latin America movies in this country. Highly appreciated for many, many years, is one of the main expressions of Latin American culture in this country. And we are actually very excited because of the fact that we will be in an actual theater with around 30 people, which is, I mean,
in these times,
in this weird and unconventional times, that is highly appreciated, viewing the movie. The movie itself will be dealing or deals with highly, I wouldn't say controversial, but an actual phenomenon between Mexico and the United States. But as I understand, when we talk about migration, we talk about a wide phenomenon, social phenomenon, economic phenomenon, that we not very often see from a human perspective. Behind every single migrant and person crossing that border, there is a story, there are emotions, there's a drama, there is hope, certainly hope, there is a bet for a better life. And this movie will show us a very human face of migration. Without further ado, I would like to let Carlos Marroquín speak and talk to the director and to the main actress of this movie. And I can only congratulate you for your work and for the high and very quality achievement of this movie. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you.
I have seen through these 15 years a switch in Latin American cinema from social problems into human problems. And this is exactly why Los Lobos got our attention, and what was the main reason why Los Lobos it was chosen as our opening film. So I would like just to start asking about the theme, the project itself. How did it start? Or because I know that there's a particular story on how this project started a long time ago.
Yes, thank you so much, Carlos. It's a great honor to be in the Cinemaissí, and it's a great honor. Well, these beautiful words about the movie, and well, the film, it's a semi-autobiographical film. It's based in my memories, in my childhood memories, and when I started writing Los Lobos, I based these memories in one story about my mother, my little brother Kenji, and I. We moved out to Santana, California, trying to get a better life. So my mother rent an apartment in in a bad neighborhood. I remember the neighborhood called the Bishop Manor, and she has to leave us in this little apartment and go out to get a job. But she records lessons, English lessons. She records stories. She records the rules of the house in a little cassette recorder. This little old cassette recorder, Fisher Price recorder, and she tells us, "Okay, kids, if you miss me, please put play to the recorder so you can hear me." So my brother Kenji and I start to build an imaginary world with my mom recorders, and that's the little seed about I want to write this movie and tell this movie. But the next step for make this movie was the investigation process. So I go back to Santana, California with my family, because more members of my family move out to Santana and start to making this investigation and start to talk with my family and start to talk with the community. So this kind of work build not only my stories. I think it builds like the story about a lot of migrants. And another thing for me was really important is not only talk about the immigration story, not only talk about this. For me, it's a Los Lobos is a coming of age. You see the Max character, the older brother, starts to grow up, and how do you say, when it starts to grow up and see the reasons of his mother and who was his father, and that things and that actions, lo obliga, it's obligated to grow up. So yeah, it's a coming of age, and for me, my concerning is to make a story universal.
How long did you live back then with your brother and your mother in California? Or did you stay there?
Well, no, we live 2 years, and then we go back to Mexico because ironically, the opportunities in Mexico in that time was better because my mother wants to be a journalist and have an opportunity in Guadalajara to go back and study that career, because in the United States, because we were migrants, she had less opportunities to go to the college, because I think that the migrants were like ghosts of the system. So that's why we go back to Mexico, and my mother, she go and study journalism and make his dream come true. So when we're growing up, I not only hear my mom in a small recorder, I can hear my mom in the radio. So I'm very lucky about that.
How was for you, Martha, like coming into this film? How was your experience, like getting involved in this project? And what was your first impressions when you read the script? What makes you feel identified with Lucia?
Okay. Kishi invited me to make a workshop for the kids, an acting workshop. So when we started to talk about the film, he said to me, I'm going to casting you. I don't know if that's the words for that.
Yeah, because
because you look really young. And I was like, oh, okay, don't worry. I like the story. I want to be part of that. So we started to make the workshop, and I asked asked him to make a demo reel for me. That is like a curriculum, but visual, with your videos and with your older jobs. So he needs to look all my work. And when he was editing, he was thinking like, maybe she can do that. So he asked me again, do you want to do this film? And I was like, no. You say I'm really young. No, I think you can do this. So I started to work, and then I accept. And when I read the script for the first time, and I was thinking, I don't know, was a borrador. I don't know how to say.
The first part, like you were talking about you were thinking like the mother was a little cliche. Yeah, because the first, the very first versions of the script, the mother was
the smiley mother, Mexican TV, all that. And I was like, I don't like the character. I think we need to do a real character, a real mom with real migrant problems, and the real problems about being alone with the kids. So we started to work around that.
Yeah, but because Martha also starts to do his own research, talking with more migrant women, and we have an interview with my mother too, because when Sofia Gomez Cordova, the co-writer, and Luis Briones, the other co-writer, and I start to write the movie. Yeah, all the focus was in the kids. And the mom is, okay, the mother and the kids are the focus all the time. So when we do an interview to my mom, so I talk with my mom, like, Mom, please tell me your version of the story. How was it? So my mom starts to grab in his memories, and she starts to have this reflection about the suffers to be a mom, a migrant mom, and how he can, cheat us with the stories and the games and all that kind of stuff, so we can look the hard reality, so we can feel a lot of things. We miss our mom when she goes to work and all that kind of things, but the drama of my mother it wasn't my childhood drama, because my mom was very, very sensitive, intelligent to protect us. So Martha and I talk about this, and Martha said,
this is more interesting. We need to put this in the movie.
Yeah, not only a smiling mom, no. What do our moms do when we don't watch? So that's interesting, yeah.
I think, congratulations, I think it was a fantastic choice, because it is amazing the balance of the film, that the children can escape from reality, like through their games, but the mom cannot. And you mentioned that it's a coming of age story, which is also another layer in the film, that there's some parts when you can see that Lucia also wants to be a kid. Lucia also wants to play, want to enjoy life, but she can't, because she has to be all the time focused on protecting their kids. And the struggle, it's there. So congratulations for that. You did an amazing job. Coming to the kids, because that's obviously a huge question. How do you find them? So you find first the kids, And then you make the workshop with Martha. But you already
Yeah.
have the kids. How long was this
No.
process of working with them?
Well, was a tough process, yeah, because we do a lot of casting
How many
with a
kids?
lot of kids in Jalisco, in the state where I live. We live in Jalisco, and also in the Mexico City. We do this big research, and finally we select 6 kids to make a workshop.
3 for every character. 3 for Max and 3 for Leo.
Okay.
So, well, Martha and I start to work about, okay, we have to teach these kids about improvisation. We have to teach these kids the rules of the working, acting with the camera also. And, well, how many, well, the workshop was like, 8 weeks. It was an 8 weeks workshop around. And then we select 2 kids, Max and another little one. We don't select Leo because when Leo send us his cast, well, he looks like a baby. Yeah, really, really little. And we say, no. Like, we can work with a little baby, yeah. And then, well, we start to work with Max and the other little kid. And we start to work in another workshop with Fatima Toledo, who is a famous acting coach who works in the past in films like La Jaula de Oro, the Golden Cage, City of God, these big movies. So the little kid, in the 3rd week, talk to us and say, I don't want to make this movie. I don't want to make the movie. And the first rule in working with all the actors, we have to be honest. So I talk with this little kid and say, don't worry about it. Don't worry. You don't have to make this movie. So it's okay. So yeah, the kid goes, and we don't have the little brother, but Leo starts to walk around the rehearsals. And one day, Martha,
I was playing with him, so his mom, Leo, come on, let us rehearsal and all that. And I was like, yeah, Leo, go baby, go. And his mom was like, he's not a baby, he's a really big kid. He has 5.
And we say, Leo has 5 years old. We can work with Leo. And so I go with Leo and talk with Leo and say, Leo, you want to make this movie? And Leo told me, me? Really? Yeah. Okay. So I say, okay, let's go with your brother. And in the first rehearsal, magic. All the punches and all the love was really, really true. But we only can work with Fatima, with Leo, like 3 days or 4 days. So Martha and I talk and say, okay, we have to make another workshop for Leo. But Leo has, in this process, 3 teachers, Martha, Max, and I. So it started to work like a family. And the next step was, well, Martha, Max, and Leo have to live together. So I really, really appreciate the effort of the Max and Leo parents, because they trust us, and they're part of the Wolfpack. So Martha, Max, and Leo start to live together and do a lot of things like a normal family.
Yeah, go to the supermarket, to pay the rent, to play, do regular things of family.
how much of the script do you explain it to them? Because there's like very mature themes, like, you know, there are like many things that they as kids, they might not understand. But do you have to, for example, a certain scene when they have to get mad or something, do you explain them all the way? Like, it was more like a making believe, like a playing, or do you explain the harshness of the film, of the script?
No.
50-50. Because we know they don't understand everything, but that's the thing in the movie.
Yeah.
For example, we never explain to Max what is a light bulb, but when we shot that scene, Max understand in that moment.
Because Max asked us, in the father, what's going on with the dad? So, hey, he goes through the light bulb. So when
and Leo was like, how to the light bulb? that doesn't have sense.
Yeah. So we work like that. So we talk with the kids and say, okay, this story is about these kids who go to another country and his mom has to leave us in this little apartment, and so this kind of stuff we talk with them and they understand, and of course they understand how the parents have to live and work and leave us alone. So but the other profound things, no, one of those things they don't understand right now. Leo don't understand a lot of subtext in the film. Max, who is the older, that he starts to understand a lot of things. But in the process to make this film, we go like little by little, step by step. So I talk with them and, okay, kids, right now we're gonna do this scene. Leo has to do his laces. Okay, this is the big drama of this scene. Okay, so they can focus in this drama. They don't have his mind in, oh, it's a migration movie. No. They only focus in the dramatic curve, in the dramatic actions of the scene. So this is wonderful because the kids are great actors because they have this focus in this action. They don't care about another kind of stuff. If I look cool in camera or no. They want to do the scene. They want to play. They are professionals of play.
Would you define this as an independent production, or do you have a support, like a bigger support? Financial?
Well, no, it's the most independent. The production, the main production was Ina Payan and his company Animal de Luz. But we have support of Foprocine in Mexico and Eficine, who is a tax convocatory. So companies who don't pay the tax to the fisco in Mexico, they make partners of this film. So
How is the distribution? Are you going to have a wide release in Mexico in cinemas?
Yeah, we're with our distribution company. It's called Manticora Distribución. So at the beginning, or of a love letter to be in the cinemas was, okay, May of this year, but because the pandemic situation was no, maybe August, no, okay, maybe December, but the pandemic in the situation in Mexico, where in some parts of the country in red flag, so we decide to have our premiere or commercial premiere in March, April 2021. So, but we have our premiere in film festivals in Guanajuato. The film won the best film in Guanajuato Film Festival. And right now, in the next month, we're going to be in Guadalajara Film Festival. And well, it's a great honor because we're from Guadalajara, and it's like having a premiere in your home. Yeah, it's really, really cool. But in international, we are working with Figa Films, or sales agents. So they sell the film in, I know we have like 23 countries right now. So it's really, really good for us, for the movie, and the film keep moving in film festivals. So being in Finland, it's wonderful for us. I want to say something. I'm a big fan of Aki Kaurismäki. It's it's a great inspiration about how he make these films with these social themes, but has a lot of sense of humor too. So yeah, it's wonderful.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because one of the lines that I have here, like to congratulate you on, is how you managed to keep up such a difficult topic in a light-hearted way without becoming pathetic or being. It could have gone to the cheesy, like perspective or the cheesy solutions, but the film is so full of symbolism and silence that tells a lot more than 1,000 words. So it was. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for being at the festival. And right now we hear that from the 2 on-site screens that we're gonna have, one is sold out. So it's really and I know this online thing is new for all of us, but we are like doing as much as we can to try to spread this film, like not in a bad way, but in the way that people watch this film, because this film is a film that doesn't touch only the immigrants, not only Mexican immigrants, but not only immigrants in the US, but around the globe. Finally and quickly, just to wrap up and so you can make some promotion, what is coming next? What does Martha and what does Samuel has for the future?
Well, we are working together in a new script.
Yeah, it's script. We're gonna make this another film, independent film, in Guadalajara, in Mexico, in our country, and it's really, really green. But we think we have the first version at the end of this year. Well, at the end of this year, it's in a couple of months. I have a lot of pressure, but yeah. We're gonna work in another film, and right now I'm writing 2 more films. One, I'm gonna adapt a novel from a writer, Juan Pablo Villalobos. It's a Mexican writer, and I have another script who's called Alondra Left the Nest. And I'm in co-writing with Carlos Espinosa, who also is one of the editors of Los Lobos. So for us, it's really, really important to make community with the local artists and talk about the universal themes. So yeah.
Thank you very much. We're super honored to have you here at the festival, and we wish you all the success, like for this film and in the future.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And
big hug from Mexico.
Virtual hug. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.